Hello everyone! I hope you're all having a wonderful winter break. I am home in Washington for just a little bit and I realized when I got home that I collect a lot of things. I always knew that about myself, but I was thinking about it. Do y'all remember the Disney Channel Show Me Your Stuff commercials? I'm talking about this one.
Disney Channel gives kids a chance to show their stuff.
Hey, I'm Sean, and I collect unusual plants.
I really wanted to be on that commercial when I was young, so I literally would go online once a week and I would submit my application for the Disney Channel Show Your Stuff. I really wanted to get it, so I would submit millions of applications. Like, I would just keep submitting my name week after week after week, and I would change the thing that I collected. And I would just start collecting things so that maybe one time I would hit the jackpot and they would choose me for this commercial, and I thought that was gonna be my big claim to fame. I was gonna be on Disney Channel Show Your Stuff, and then they were gonna fall in love with me and give me my own TV show. I don't think it works like that, but now I have all these wonderful collections, so I'm gonna show you them. This is my room, but I need to warn you that it's a little crazy. So I thought, as I show you my collections, I'm gonna give you a tour of my room as well. So let's go. Welcome to my room! It's full of life and full of color, as you can see. This lovely contraption on the wall is what I like to call the UCP, or the Yuck. It's a project that my dad and I started when I was in high school, and we built this wooden thing. It's like a grid, and each box is designated for one of my friends. So I painted their favorite color and I put their name in it, and I put pictures of me and that friend and like little trinkets that they've given me throughout the years. And then on the outsides I have all of my movie tickets that I've collected, some of my favorite quotes, all my Disneyland tickets. The first thing I collect, and I think most of you know this, is Ghirardelli chocolate squares. This collection started when I was in middle school. My sister for Valentine's Day got me a heart-shaped tin of Ghirardelli chocolate. I'd never had this kind of chocolate before, and I loved it so much that I didn't want it to go away. So I told myself I can only have one when I'm either really happy or really sad. That way I can moderate how quickly they left my tin. It never occurred to me that I could just go to the store and buy more, but this is how the Ghirardelli chocolate square collection got started, because people started to realize how much I loved these chocolates, so I started getting them for my birthday, for Christmas, for graduation, for all these different holidays, and so I started this collection. And I normally keep them in this little apple thing, jar, I guess, but this summer I realized that these little things go bad. I actually ended up opening a lot of them and eating them all and throwing them away because some of them had gone bad. So my collection isn't as big as it used to be. A little fun fact, I have multiple stashes of Ghirardelli chocolate squares because my mom knows where this one is, and I would find that she would come down into my room during high school and take my chocolate. So I left this one stocked, but I also have other stashes throughout my room that people don't know about. One of them is right here. But don't tell my mom. There are more, but I cannot tell you where they are because that would defeat the purpose of them being hidden. The second thing I collect, and I'm really excited about this, are hotel room key cards. These are all my hotel room keys from all the places that I've traveled. I don't think you're supposed to take these, but I do. Look, I have like 3 from the same hotel. I love doing this because it reminds me of where I've been. This one is from Israel. I don't know if you can see that right there. Ooh! Another fun fact about me, I love Dr. Seuss and I love his books. So one thing on my bucket list is to own all of the Dr. Seuss books. So I've got my Dr. Seuss book collection right here next to my bed. I also have some books right here. This one is my favorite. It's called There's No Place Like Space. When I was a sophomore in high school, I thought I was going to be an astronaut and work for NASA. That didn't happen. My next collection is Sobe bottles. Now, do you remember when Sobe used to have the really cool glass bottles until they changed them to those silly plastic ones? Well, that was when I was in middle school, and I would always drink the yellow, I don't remember what it was called, but the yellow drink. What was the yellow drink called? Sobe? Whatever the yellow one was called, I loved the yellow one. So my dad would always get me one before my dance competitions, and I loved them. I ended up taking the stickers off of them and filling them with, photos. So I don't know if you can see this well, but they have pictures of me and my friends and my family in them. I've got all my bottles up here. And now, this moves right into my next collection is Mickey Mouse ears. These are all my Mickey Mouse ears. I've got the birthday ones, Christmas Dumbo, England. I've got my graduation. Oh no. Flamingo down. Graduation ones, Minnie Mouse ones, 40th anniversary, and a couple of them are still in California. So I've got some gold sparkly ones, the Christmas ones, and the Sully ones and R2-D2. Those are all in California. This is my dog. Say hi, Molly. This is Molly the granny. She's 14, and she's deaf, but she's great. Okay. All right. I love mail, so if you want to write me a letter, I will save it forever and respond back to you. I don't throw anything away. I literally am obsessed with mail. Look at all of these. There's no feeling like opening up the mailbox and finding a letter with your name on it. I don't know about you, but it makes my day. If I could uninvent one thing, it would probably be texting, because I just want people to write me letters. Let's be pen pals. I have a crazy hat collection, and I don't know when I started this one, but these aren't all of them. But I've got a moose. This is frightening. This is actually a really scary one. I'm going to put this on. We've got a beaver. I made this one. Pigs. Bert. Where's this Ernie? Penguin. And it goes on and on and on. Moving on. This collection I'm pretty proud of are my Pez machines. Frozen ones, Disney Princess, Pixar. They're pretty much all Disney now that I'm looking at them. Besides Santa Claus and the Duck. They're all Disney. Love Pez machines. My last collection is stuffed animal backpacks. I have Nemo, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh, Frog, and in California, I've got Stitch, Eeyore, a Minion, and a Kiwi bird. Now, I wasn't a huge girly girl growing up. I'd never carried purses. I didn't like purses. So my mom would get me these stuffed animal backpacks because they were just big enough that I could put my keys and my phone and my wallet, maybe like a couple snacks. This year is the first year I got my first purse. The last thing that I collect is old-fashioned cameras. I get them from friends. This is one of my favorite ones. The Polaroid with the rainbow stripe. But this one probably is the coolest story. So before I started my photography business, I had a friend who asked me to take her senior photos, and she said, if you take my senior photos, I will give you this camera instead. And this camera, you guys, is one of the first edition Polaroid cameras that was ever made. Wow, it smells so old. But her grandmother, when she immigrated here from Lebanon, brought this camera with her. Look at this. It pops out like it has an accordion. Smile! I've never used it though because I'm too afraid to put the film in it. I'm afraid it's gonna break. And the rest of them are kind of lined up, as you can see. Got a bunch of, this one's kind of funky. Here's another one. I think that's all I collect. I'm not really sure because every time I come into my room I find more things that I never knew I collected. I'm sure you probably think I'm crazy about now, but I hope you have an amazing Christmas, and don't forget to go do stuff.